All right. I'm here today to talk with you about not your highlight R-E-E-L, but your highlight R-E-A-L. Now, my name is Ryan Foland. You might have seen me in Haiti the last 3 years of the Haiti Tech Summit, this last year at the Ghana Tech Summit. You may have seen me across the World Wide Web, and that's because my gingerness is everywhere. I am a speaker, I'm an author, and I am a ginger. And not on this list, but very prevalent throughout my entire personal brand is supporting women. And I'm so honored to be a guest here and represent a male voice for how excited I am on behalf of all males to support females as much as we can. If you do want to participate, I know we have a very, very active chat. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert and the fact that we have a lot of stick figures that are good screenshots that you can share. But when you do, make sure you use the hashtag #HerFutureSummit. Let's talk about your highlight reel. What is your highlight reel? Well, I'm guessing that you think a highlight reel should make people like you. And in fact, a lot of social media interactions, we mistakenly think that what we post, people should like. It's not your fault because that's part of the system. Do people like it, right? Are they sharing it? But we've grown up in this world of, are we like worthy? That could look like presenting your best photos online, the ones where you look amazing, even though it took you quite a few snaps to get that perfect shot. It could be you in nature that's not necessarily a nature walk that you did to enjoy nature, but that you went to take a picture to say that you were in nature. It might be your food, whether it's your food or not. Now, it's not your fault because we are cultured to think that people need to like us and that they need to like what we do. So in fact, don't think about your highlight reel. I think in reality, we try to make a highlight reel. We try to create content. We try to put ourselves out there. It's natural for us to want to be liked, but still that's not the right equation. Because if all you're trying to do is get people to like you, you miss some important steps in the process. Namely, the ability for people to get to know you. So here's the reality, is that if you just get people to like you, then they're not going to trust you because they don't know you. So as you build your personal brand and as you take an opportunity for this digital leadership to put yourself out there, you have to understand people have to get to know you. And if they get to know you by you sharing more than just your glossy highlight reel, the reality is it's their choice whether or not they want to like you. I'll say that again. You can use the internet as a way to let people know who you really are, and not everyone has to like you, but those people who know you will like you if they like you, and then that leads to trust. And if you follow this and if you guide your content and your brand building based on this, it is putting human into yourself. If people trust you after deciding to like you because they know you, that creates loyalty. And at the end of the day, loyalty is what is more important than everything. And really, loyalty is relationships. The reality is, you cannot download trust. You have to realize that trust starts with getting people to get to know you. And if you think of your family and friends, the close people, they actually know you because they've been there for the ups and the downs. And maybe this outside world, they might not know the downs as much, which creates a separation, and you might feel this need to have people like you. The reality is that there are things that happen that are not so good in life. Look at what's happening now. We can point to a lot of opportunities where things are going wrong. However, on the other side, there are a lot of good things that are happening. You can find the bright spots. But in the middle, between those two extremes, that is the reality of the situation. And that is your reality. And your responsibility is to own that reality. Because I'm going to share something that sounds harsh. And I like to do this. I like to be harsh because hopefully it gets inside of your head. People do not care about your story of success. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to zoom in here. People don't care about your story of success. But what they do care about is how they see themselves in your story. This is really, really crucial. So if all you're doing is showing your highlight reel or your highlight reel, and you say, look at all those great things that are happening to me, you miss an opportunity to connect with people in similar instances along your journey. Now, what you can do is just replace the spelling of the R-E-E-L into the R-E-A-L. And what is your highlight reel? I'm not talking about something that's produced on video. I'm talking about your footprint, your digital shadow, how people find you and what they find out when they get to know you online. Your highlight R-E-A-L is just your brand. And your brand is who you are. So congratulations. Whether you came to this event or not, thinking that you had a personal brand, you now have it. But that comes with a responsibility. I am the author of Ditch the Act. It is a book that helps you learn how to be human by showing what doesn't necessarily go right. It's about sharing the bad and your version of ugly in a way that people can join your experience and they can understand where you're coming from and find out how to connect with you. So I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to create your highlight reel. Number 1, create a real bio. Now you might think to yourself, well, I already have a bio. I have a bio on LinkedIn. I challenge you all to read your bio and see if it reads as a highlight reel, R-E-E-L. Because chances are you've got your accolades and you've got all of the accomplishments and all the things that you did right. But there's a good chance that you haven't mentioned the failed businesses or your challenges as a female working up the corporate ladder. But when you start to gain the courage to share this information, it lets people get to know you. So don't have a highlight reel where only the good stuff is shared in your bio. It's a great opportunity so that when people find you and you're not there, that they can get to know you. Because if they know you, they might like you, and that can create trust. It's about owning your whole story. Now, at the end of this presentation, I'm going to give you a link, and I'm going to send you some worksheets from my book. And one of those worksheets will help you to own your own story. It is called the Exposed and Authentic Bio Worksheet. It's a way where you can tease out the most important and influential stories of your life so that you can share them to let people into your life so that they can see themselves in your story. Now, I want you to feel comfortable to share your real opinion because at the end of the day, we need the female's voice. We need more than just men in the boardroom. And that is why you have an opportunity to stand up and say what you want and be strong. Now, I say you do that by finding your voice. Now, your voice could be speaking digitally. It could be a podcast. It could be written form. You could be the queen of images, or it could be video-based. It doesn't matter how you're delivering it. It's that you know your core messaging. And if you know me, you know the 313. And I'm going to make sure that you get the 313 challenge, which helps you define the problem that you solve, your solution, and your market. Because if you can't communicate that, how is somebody going to get interested in what you do? Finally, I want you to tap into real ambition. I've been on this Her Future Summit, and I've seen so many people that are sharing how their ambition has come to fruition just because they've given themselves the chance to put it out there. So if you don't have a strong network of people who are supporting you, and you're not putting out there what your skills are and how you can bring value, you're going to miss it. There's no such thing as a corporate ladder. Right now, the ladder is disappearing in front of all of us. So this is a time for you to stand up, to get yourself into the position you want, but it's only going to happen if you actually share. Now, I'm also going to give you what we have created, which is your personal brand positioning and strategy worksheet. It asks you all the questions to help you define where you want to go. Because ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know where you want to go, you will never get there. And this worksheet will help you tease it out. All right, my time is running out, but I have put together a new wrap to wrap this all up. And if you know me, I am also the Ginger MC. I'm gonna hit my beats real quick by my friend Dr. Dre. Hopefully you can hear that. All right, here we go. You live in a world like never before with the global pandemic that's knocking at your door. It makes you rethink what you do every day and makes the future seem not so far away. Facebook, Instagram, are you LinkedIn? Are you tacking Snapchats trying to fit in? Stop worrying about everybody else. Focus on your authentic self. Now is the time for you to take a stand. To do that, you build a personal brand. Everybody's different, but we are all the same. To be perfectly imperfect is how you win the game. And don't think that a highlight reel will get you every single deal, because if you only showcase good and do not share the bad, you will miss connections that you never knew you had. And when you learn to ditch the act and learn to be yourself, you open up a window to have people help you out. Have a real bio so people know who you are. Be proud of your opinion, because it'll take you far. Tap into ambition. Crush the competition. Know it's your decision, so figure out your mission. The future is here. The future is now. Know it's your decision, so figure it out. Woo!
Woo! Woo! That was amazing.
Amazing. Virtual cross. I think everyone on the drop the mic for you.
Tapped into
and I just want to say that you've just gotten a taste, and I want you to have an all-you-can-eat buffet. If you are curious about the 313, I have got the 313 challenge on iTunes. If you want to be a public speaker, I can help you get there by showing you how other people got there. And that's for my podcast, The World of Speakers. And finally, ladies, and you gentlemen who are here, you can buy Ditch the Act yourself on Amazon or Audible, or go to ryan.online/her, and I will give you the worksheets that you need, because the future is here. The future is now. Her future is in your hands. What you gonna do now?
Woo!